Have you ever heard that there is a central bank that oversees all other central banks? In any case, that financial institution is known as the Bank of International Settlements, and just recently they disclosed a comprehensive document that discusses their projections for the future of the economy all over the world. This document caused a great deal of shock and concern among a great number of individuals due to the fact that it contained some rather gloomy information. At the present time, the Bank for International Settlements is operational. In collaboration with XRP and the Ripple team to assist in facilitating the incorporation of XRP into the retail banking industry. What I am going to share with you all in the video that I am going to upload today is going to be of the utmost importance for the future of Bitcoin in its entirety. In addition to XRP, the documents that we are going to discuss contain a number of shocking new developments pertaining to XRP in particular. Seeing as how this is visible to everyone, make sure you click the like button, and then let's get started. It is stated at the beginning of the official BIS article that they have released that everything are going well so far. It would appear that the global economy is now moving on from the legacy of the COVID-19 epidemic, as well as the shock to commodity prices caused by the war in Ukraine, and of course the more recent shock price caused by the ongoing conflict in Israel. Now that all of this has been taken into consideration, there are still some aspects that are still troubling and still need to be addressed, and they discuss these concerns in this document as well. In the second paragraph of their paper, they emphasize this point by writing, however, there is a but obstacles still prevail. It is important to remember that the task of central banks is not yet finished, as seen by the recent persistence of inflation in certain significant jurisdictions. The vulnerabilities that exist in the financial sector have not disappeared, and the precarious fiscal positions that exist throw a shadow that can be seen for miles. As a result of the slowdown in productivity growth, economic prospects are clouded, and beyond the short term, it is currently more difficult than ever to establish a more stable foundation for the future. In other words, the central banks are genuinely quite concerned about the future economics of each and every nation on the international stage, particularly some of the economies that are considered to be weaker. In essence, what they are saying is that we need to find a solution as quickly as possible. To be more specific, what exactly are these problems in their eyes? According to them, the most significant factor that poses a threat to inflation is the partial adjustment of two relative prices that are closely tied to one another but have been knocked out of whack by the epidemic. The first pertains to the cost of services in comparison to the cost of commodities, and the second pertains to the cost of labor in comparison to the cost of goods and services. The dislocations that were caused by the pandemic halted the gradual growth in the price of services in comparison to the price of products. To put it another way, yes, your products are costly and are not suitable for printing a significant amount of money. And it should not come as a surprise to those of you who are observing that the dislocations that were caused by the pandemic also stopped the gradual gains in real wages that have been occurring over time. To put it another way, the amount of money that you are making is not notably more, particularly when juxtaposed with the increased cost of all of the products and services that you purchase on a daily basis. Your money is not going any further, and your company is not increasing the amount of money you are paid, and once again, all of this can be traced back to the central banks, their excessive spending, and their printing of money. This problem was brought forth by that occurrence, but for some reason. People are saying things like, oh guys, it was the pandemic. Yes, you shouldn't look at us. Not only that, but they go into great depth about how the commercial real estate industry is entirely crumbling as a result of people realizing that, hey, we can work from home. There is no longer a requirement for us to enter an office. I mean, how many of you guys were required to go into an office in the past, and now you have absolutely no use for that office at all? You can actually accomplish everything that you would typically do at your place of employment without having to make the lengthy commute, costing you a lot of money on gas, and of course missing out on the opportunity to do so. Simply putting on some slippers and heading inside your home office is all that is required. It's true that a number of different industries are experiencing difficulties at the moment, and the commercial real estate industry is experiencing a great deal of difficulty at the moment. If you travel to New York, you will see that there are a lot of enormous commercial real estate buildings that are vacant and selling for a fraction of what they were originally purchased for. This is because the market is still volatile at the moment. And essentially, what the central banks are saying is that they are concerned about this situation because they are aware of the potential consequences that could arise if all of these individuals default on their loans and we are unable to meet the expenditures. To be honest, that is a little bit concerning, particularly in light of the way that fractional reserve banking operates. Therefore, if they are unable to repay all of the loans that they do have, it is going to have a cascade effect that will result in a number of banks going out of business. In summary, They only hold 10% of the deposits that customers have made. In addition, what actions does the Federal Reserve often take during these interludes? First, they provide financial assistance to the financial institutions by creating a large amount of money and telling them, here you go, pay off those loans, devalue the currency of everyone else. Who cares about that? On the bright side, the banks are doing well, and all of those Wall Street individuals are doing well. The thing that truly matters to us is that. Now, throughout the rest of this text, they discuss the obstacles that they are really facing, including policy challenges, artificial intelligence, and the new wave of AI, and all of the other challenges that they are really facing. However, the one thing that they do not have in this entire document is a solution to the problems that they have. This is merely an annual economic report, and for the purpose of providing a summary of what the annual economic report has to say, we are concerned about the amount of debt that exists. Because of this, we believe that the commercial real estate industry is going to completely collapse, and we also believe that there will be a significant number of job losses as a result of the economic impact that will be the result of all of this. However, what they do not bring up is the reality that they are the ones who brought us into this mess in the first place, and that there are already very apparent solutions to all of the issues that we are dealing with in this digital world of central banking. On the other hand, taking all of that into consideration, they want this to take place. This is a very deliberate effort on their part to bring down the existing centralized banking system so that they can provide all of us with a new system and, in essence, coerce us into using it. BlackRock enters the scene at this point, and I feel it is necessary to provide you all with a great deal of background information regarding the actions that they are taking in order to assist with this shift. Regarding XRP and the possibility of earning money, I would like for you all to take a look at something that is rather interesting. I actually opened some long bets on XRP this past week, which was just a week ago. You will see some absolutely absurd profit and loss statements on those trades if you look at the bottom of the screen, which is currently displayed here. While you guys can also take up some positions like this if you want to conduct some futures trading on the Margix exchange, I believe that right now is a really good moment to open up some 5x leverage positions on XRP, guys. I think this is a really good time to do so. In the near future, this cryptocurrency is going to experience a meteoric rise. Sign up for Margix using the link that I have provided below. Navigate to the trading section of the website and open a long position just like I am doing right now. If you are interested in signing up for Margix, you will receive some amazing features and benefits, and we will go along on XRP. I will also show you the type of profit and loss statements that I just showed you on the bottom of the screen. It's a chime. As of right now, if you guys go to the referral part of the website and enter my referral code LEVI20, you guys will be eligible for trading discounts and trading incentives. After you have signed up via my link, you need to make sure that you do that. When we reach the other side, I'll be waiting for you all with our enormous profits in XRP. Coming back to the video. One thing that you have undoubtedly recognized is that BlackRock has been talking a lot about tokenization of real-world assets, and this has been happening very recently, or even more recently than it has ever been. And here's something, I'm going to let you in on a little secret that I have for all of you out there. When it comes to paying off a significant amount of debt, bankers essentially have two choices available to them. They have two options. Either they can go to the Federal Reserve and ask them to print the money and say, if you don't do this, well, guess what, or they can create a new investment contract that brings in money that a lot of people are interested in, that creates a larger market dynamic, and of course allows them to keep floating all of their massive loans and debts because of their newly discovered liquidity and capital. The economy of your country is going to completely collapse, and we are going to be heading into a depression that will last for 10 years.